Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to our world today. I'm your lovely host, Nora Sakal. This is a podcast where we address issues that matters. We talk about all things living. Welcome back. Welcome back. If you are tuning or joining us for the first time, welcome. If you are returning as a returning viewer, welcome. Please go over to our YouTube channel at Out Media, OWT Media, and subscribe, like, and share. And you can go over to our other social media handles: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Our World Today, PM Our World Today. Please feel free to share, subscribe um, this video to your various friends, families, and groups. Thank you so very much. We have been working on the 15 invaluable laws of growth. Today's topic, yesterday we talked on the law. We talked on law number 11, and that was the law of the trade-offs. The law of the trade-offs was talking about you have to give up something in order for you to go up to your next level. In order for you to level up, you have to give up. And today we are talking on law number 12, the law of curiosity. Curiosity. I call this the information gap. Okay. The law of curiosity pretty much states that growth is stimulated by asking the question, why? Asking the question, why? Now, if you ask yourself, why do people always ask the question, why? Why are people always asking why? Why do they want to know more? Why are they always curious to know what's happening? Why is it happening? Who is doing what? Why are they doing it? Why are we always curious with the question? Curious and always want to ask the question why? This is what the law of curiosity is going to talk to us about today. So before we get started, take a few minutes, share this video so we can have your family, your friends, co-workers, frenemies, enemies, whichever definition or term you want to call them, share it with them so they can have access to this great content and great information. Thank you so very much. All right, let's get right to it. Now, the law of curiosity. See, the truth about life is that many people will never ask the question why. Ask yourself, why is that? Why would many people not ask the question why? Where does curiosity come from? You know, how do people get to the point where they become curious that they start asking us questions? You know, everything that we are using today to think about it stems from this question, why? From the few that decided to ask why this and why that and how this and how that, you know, the few that were able to ask we use the things we use today. We do the things we do today because they were able to ask that question, why? Now, let's talk about how we first off cultivate curiosity. Okay. Let's talk about how we cultivate curiosity. See, curiosity is a belief system. It's a belief system. If you believe that you can be curious, you will be curiosity. It comes from a place of you wanting to learn. Like I said earlier, I call this the information gap. When you know that there is a gap, you want to learn something about something, you become curious about it. You have that desire to know more, right? To be informative about, or to be informed about a thing or two. See, you gain curiosity, and out of that, you begin to seek for information, right? So it comes from a place where there is a gap. Maybe you are not informative about, you know, whatever it might be. And so you gain that curiosity. So it comes from a desire to learn. So we all have to desire to learn in order for us to, you know, cultivate curiosity. It's you have to have a beginner's mindset, what we call a childlike mentality. A beginner's mindset really puts us in a place where we are willing to learn new truths. We are willing to learn new things. We are willing to learn new ways. We are willing to learn different methodologies. We are willing to learn things that um, we are normally not accustomed to, right? We are normally not accustomed to. So we have to have that beginner's mindset, assuming that assuming that um, that something is not helpful. You what you want to do is ask questions, right? So there must be a fire in your heart for personal growth, for information. Treat information you already know as a confirmation of your understanding, not a waste of learning. So if somebody's bringing something to you that's new or something that you already know, instead of acting like, oh, I already know this, and then you shut yourself up from receiving that new information, what you want to do is, oh, I'm going to receive this to confirm what I already know, right? Because the truth is in the process of that, you do learn something new, right? So you want to treat information you already know as a confirmation of your understanding, not a waste of your learning. You're not wasting time, right? So you want to make why your favorite word. You want to make why something that you're asking all the time. Focused questions often start with why, but why was this made? But why is this not happening? Why am I in this position? Why am I not getting the results that I want to get? See, why gets to the core reason, the cause, the intent, and the purpose of everything that we do. If you want to know what it is, ask your why question, right? So always ask why. Make why your favorite word. Spend time with other curious people. People that are curious are always willing to learn. I have a friend that is so curious, always digging for more information. Sometimes I tell him he's too curious for his own good, but that's good. We want that because out of curiosity you learn, and then you disregard or you get rid of the information that you don't need, the information that is not good for you, or the information that necessarily is not building you, but you have to go out there and seek that information. So spend time with other curious people. Other people's curiosity might and will stimulate your own curiosity. You see, if you be around people that are always asking questions, it makes you want to ask questions. It makes you think. Other people will ask questions you may not have even thought about, right? So you want to be around people like that, that will cause you to think beyond what you normally would think, right? So learn something new every day. Another way for you to cultivate curiosity is to learn something new every day, right? You learn something new by one starting the day with an attitude of curiosity, attitude of willingness to learn, willingness to change. Growing means remaining open to learn. If you are not open to learn, if you do not want to grow, if you do not want to be faced, or you do not want to um, if you do not want to improve in your personal development, guess what happens? It literally affects your growth level. When you stop learning, you stop growing. So if you do want to grow, you have to add to yourself every day. Start the day with an attitude of curiosity. Growing literally means you have to remain open to learn from the old, from the young, from the same age, from things that you don't even believe, from people that are far more advanced than you in other levels, in other areas, right? So being open requires reflection on what you may have learned. See, experience is not the best teacher, but evaluation of experience is the best teacher. So you can go through a moment, you can go through an experience, you can go through a phase or a season, you can go through something, right? And then you never stop to ask the why question behind that. You never stop to see what is the cause, or what is the reason, or why are you going through this. And then you realize that your experience never really served you any good. But when you stop and evaluate the reason of you going through what you're going through, why you're going through what you're going through. Then from that, do you learn? You only learn when you evaluate the teaching lessons from it. What are the teachable lessons? What are your takeaways from those experiences? You only learn when you stop and evaluate, okay, what is going on? Why am I going through this? What is happening? How can I make this better? How can I change this? And from your errors or from the mistakes, you now go, okay, I failed here, or I did not produce at my best here because of XYZ. And now you are able to apply those changes whenever you are doing that thing all over again, or whenever you are doing that thing or carrying that experience to a new environment, right? So those experiences that you develop, or those experiences that you learned from whatever you went through, only become good experiences, or only become a good teacher when they become applicable, when you apply the life lessons that you obtained from those experiences. But until then, it's not. Until then, it's not, right? So you want to always make sure that you evaluate your experiences and learn from them. Take out teachable lessons from them, teachable moments from them, from there, not only for yourself, but also for other people. So you can use that as a way to encourage other people, to build other people, you know what I'm saying? To educate other people, to help other people, to facilitate the process for other people as well as yourself, right? So also partake in the fruit of failure. When we talk about partaking in the fruit of failure, what does that mean? See, even in failure, ask why. I said earlier, why did I fail in this? Why didn't I make it here? Why didn't I get the results I wanted to see, right? Take failed experiences as a teacher. Learn, not lose. You learn, you don't lose. The only time you lose is when you stop, when you give up. That's when you lose, right? Losing is when you decide to say, hey, I'm going to give up. Then you have lost that. But the moment you say, you know what have I learned, or what am I learning from this? You are not losing. So you have to learn in each experience and in the process of failure. Why you are not getting as much growth as you want to. Why are you not getting the results as you want to? Learn from that and make the necessary changes, right? Another way to improve on your curiosity is stop looking for the right answer. Now, let me break this down before you guys go all bananas on me. When we say stop looking for the right answer, now, while there may be better answers, don't always assume there is only one right direction. That's the point we're making. For example, let's say you're going to the corner store right around the house, and there is a main route and then there is a shortcut. Everyone knows the main route. Now there's traffic on the main route that is slowing you down, and you are not able to get to that corner store the time you want to get to, so you can be back on time to carry out the different activities you want to carry out. And then guess what? But there is a back route that you can take, but because the back route that you can take is not really what we are familiar with, or what we think it should be the right route, we stop looking for ways to get to that corner store because we are fixated on taking the main route. There is not only one right direction or one right way of doing things, unless when it comes to salvation. Right? So stop looking for the right answer. So instead of saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't stop saying that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. No. Ask the question, well, if it ain't broke, how can it be done better? If it ain't broke, what is it like, or what is likely to break it in the future? If it ain't broke, well, how long will it serve as the world changes? See, Steve Jobs, who is the founder of Apple Computers, started his entire empire by questioning the status quo. The growing person is simply not all that comfortable with single worded answers or single worded solution. So you have to learn to get over yourself. Get over yourself. Get over yourself. Trying new things may mean we will look silly. Stop being too conscious about what people are thinking, how people are looking at you, what will people say. Stop being too conscious about that. Get over yourself. Have a childlike attitude of, can I try that? Or can I see it? Well, can I touch that? Well, can I look at it? Have a childlike attitude and get out of the box. Get out of the box. You know, Thomas Edison said that there ain't no rules around here. We are trying to accomplish something. What does that mean? As long as you're trying to accomplish something, there ain't no rules until you accomplish it. As long as you ain't hurting nobody. Johnson Maxwell always says, we have never done it that way before. We have never done it that way before. We have never done it that way before. And if always say, if we keep using the words, we have never done it that way before, that means that we are not willing to grow. So in order for you to grow, you have to stop saying, well, where I was in my previous job, well, where I was at my previous location, well, where I was, at this, that, or the way we did it, where I'm from. Well, guess what? If where you were from or where you were at was the way you did it, then you would not be here. Why are you here? You should be there doing that. So if you are willing to grow, or if you want to grow, you have to take those words out of your mouth. Well, we have never done it that way before, or well, we never did it like that before. Talk about what, mental transformation. Well, that's a new way of doing it. I just learned something. You have to have a mindset of abundance. The mindset of abundance is, asking the question, how can I do this? While average people ask questions, can I do this? You sure I can do this? Girl, I don't want to do that. But a mindset of abundant thinking people always ask, how can I do this? And sometimes you catch yourself saying, can I do this? If you say, can I do this? And then you catch yourself and then go back and correct yourself. That's a good thing, right? But we want that mental transformation to take place, right? And also another way of growing in curiosity is to enjoy your life. You have to learn to enjoy your life. Just allow the joy of life to become a central part of your whole existence. Find the things that you like. Find the things that you enjoy doing. Find the people you love spending time with. Your company. Find things that brings excitement, that allows you to enjoy your whole existence, every process of it, good, bad, and ugly. Find those things and enjoy them. Find those things and find ways to have fun in them, whatever it might be. If it's spending quality time, if it's spending time by yourself, if it's going out with people, let it bring light and life to you. Right? Because the truth of the matter is that in order for you to grow, you must be curious. So you have to make life an adventure. Curiosity is the key to growth. See, while we can be happy with answers and milestones, we must never stop asking questions. And what will happen is that curiosity can make up for many natural weaknesses in our own lives. The things you're weak at, but because of curiosity, you develop. The things you're not good at, because of curiosity, you develop. The things you have doubts in, the things you're not sure you are able and capable, because of curiosity, you develop. It makes up for many, many natural weaknesses in our own lives. So put no limits on your curiosity. Find who you are, identify with a character. Who are you? Are you Indiana Jones when it comes to learning new things? Or are you the slow moving and less than fit guy at the end of the movie who was moving the treasure into the storage place? Which one are you? To those of you who've watched Indiana Jones, you get the You get the example. You say, hey man, I'm bored. Well, get curious. If you're bored, get on Google and start looking up ways to change the areas that you think you need to get changed in your life. Right? So we must learn to apply the law of curiosity. We must learn to be curious. We must learn to always seek for more information, the information gap, right? So I want you to ask this few questions. Ask yourself this few questions, do you believe that you can be curious? Do you truly believe you can be curious? Do you have a beginner's mindset? Are you always open and willing to learn? Have you made why your favorite question? Are you always asking why should things be done? Or why are things going the way they're going? Are you? So get curious. Get curious. Do you learn something new every day? Do you spend time with curious people? Do you partake in the fruit of failure? In other words, do you learn from them? How have you stopped looking for the right answer? Have you gotten over yourself? Stop thinking about what people will say. Do you get out of the box? Challenge yourself. Are you enjoying your life? Are you living your life? Because for you to grow, you must learn to ask those questions and go beyond yourself. Go beyond yourself. Well, that's it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Linda. I see you. Um, I see you with your jokes and everything. Thank you, ladies, for joining in. Please go over to our YouTube channel at Out Media, OWT Media, and to our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at PMI World Today. Again, PMI World Today. And subscribe, like, hit the bell button for more information, more videos, and more content. And I will meet you tomorrow, same place, same time. Remember, always be productive and not just be busy. I'm your girl, Nora Sakal. Chris Shalom.